Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you on how to filter rows and columns using the arrays. So to do this, we shall go to the Visual Basic editor. But before we go to the Visual Basic editor, so here I have employee data showing the employee number, employee ID, name, basic pay, allowances, gross pay, deductions, and net pay. So let us go to the Visual Basic editor. So in the Visual Basic editor, we want all the data to be transferred to sheet 2. So this one. So sheet 2 has the same header row as sheet 1. So to go to the Visual Basic editor, so right click on sheet 2, or you can even right click on sheet 1 and then click view code. So this is the Visual Basic editor. So we are going to insert a module. So to insert a module, you click on insert, then click module. So then here we shall create a user defined function. So that is, you type function, then here now you can type any variables. So since we are having the data for employees, so I'm going to say this is a pay list, then in brackets, so this will be the row, so that is A will be the row and B will be the column. So that is, A will be the number of rows and B will be the number of columns. So then below here we declare some variables. So that is dim ws as worksheet, and then I as long, j as long. Then we set ws equal to sheet 1. So this is where we shall extract our data. So then here we say that is dim emp, so that is the employee as variant. So that is employee details. So as variant, and then redeem emp. So here now we have the multi-dimension array. So we have the first row to the 40th row, because our rows run up to the 40th row. So if we check in sheet 1, so that is this row here. So then comma 1 to 8, because we have 8 columns. So that is, these are 8 columns. So then below here we say that for I is equal to 1 to A. So now A will be the last row. So that is, or wherever the number of rows we shall be selecting from the worksheet. So then we say for J is equal to 1 to B. So next next J, then next I. So then here we now create the arrays. So we say that is emp in brackets I, comma j is equal to ws dot cells. So we shall be getting now data from here. So this is sheet 1. So we say I plus 1. So we are saying I plus 1 so that we can start from the second row in sheet 1. So because I will be starting with 1, so that means I here will be 1. So therefore if we add 1, so it will start from the second row. So then we say comma j. So that is for columns. Then close bracket. So then we say that pay list, so that is this one. So pay list is equal to AMP. So this is now what we shall use as our formula in the worksheet. So let us go to the worksheet and we try that. So here we shall type is equal to pay list, and then so before we type pay list, so here we type the number of rows. So the number of rows are 40, and then here the number of columns are 8. So then in cell A2 we type now pay list. So before we type this 40 and 8, so represent A and B in VBA. So that is this A and B. So here we say is equal to pay list. So select number of rows, comma, number of columns, close bracket, and then enter. So that extract the data from this sheet. So therefore, now if you want to filter the rows, so you enter your rows here. So maybe you need only 5 rows, so you type 5. And that filters to 5. So if you want to clear these zeros, so then here in A2, so we can say if. So this pay list is equal to 0, then return empty. Then otherwise you say pay list. So you select this row, comma, the column, then close bracket, and then close bracket again, then enter. So therefore the zeros clears. So maybe now you want 10 rows, so you enter 10 rows, or you want 20. So let's say you want 20. So it gives you the 20 rows. So even the columns, so maybe you want only the employee number, employee ID, and the name. So here you will enter 3. So that way, and that clears. So you can even put some buttons here if you don't want to type. So for example, so we can go to the developer tab here and then insert. So you insert a command button. So here, so this is the command button, and then you can rename it. So that is the caption. You can just put a plus. Maybe you can have the colors. So but let us see. So then double click on the command button. Then we simply say that dim. So we declare variables sh as worksheet, and then set sh equal to sheet 2. So then sh dot cells, so that is the cell we are referring to is J2. So you can say that is dot cells, that is J, that is 2, comma, so that is J, so that is column J is equal to, so we can copy that, is equal to the same cells plus 1. So let us go back to the worksheet. So, and then to make this button active, we click here the design mode, then now press. So you can see it is increasing. So if you want to decrease, so maybe we can create another button. So that is a command button, so we create it here, and then we can rename that button. So here the caption should be minus. So, and maybe we can color these buttons so that you can see them clearly. So that is, maybe we take blue, and this one make it white, and maybe the font, so we can increase the font, so make it bold, so make it 18 or even 20. And then, so that is the button. So this one too, you can change the size. So you click 20, so then, so maybe we can change also the color. So that is this one here. So make it, can give it another color, maybe red, and then the font, the fore color to be maybe white, and the font to be, let's say, 20. So then double click on this button and then copy this code, so because they are basically the same, and paste it here. So then now you subtract, so say -1. So then we go to the worksheet and then click on design mode to make the buttons active. So here you can increase the rows, and here you reduce. So you can see the rows are reducing. So you increase the rows. So you can do the same with the columns. So where you can increase columns or reduce columns, but the columns have to go to a maximum of 8. Beyond that, there will be an error. So for example, let us type anything here like 12. So that is an error. So the maximum can only be 8, or maybe you can reduce to 7. So you can see they are now 7, so maybe 4, and so on. So thank you for watching my video, and see you in my next video. So please subscribe to my videos.